Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be going over how to do apostille courier work where you do not have to use a notary commission at all. So if you are not a commissioned notary, maybe you're just getting started, you want to get into the business, but who knows, maybe you're still taking the class or in the waiting process, but you want to get work done. You want to get your foot in the door, you need to be making money. Becoming an apostille courier is probably one of the easiest work that I have ever done. So let me explain to you in this video. Take out your notes because although it's a simple process, you do want to take some notes on it just to make sure that you have an actual business plan behind it. How are you making money with this? Who are you going to be pitching your services to? How do you find these people? Why would they need you? So number one, what in the world is an apostille? An apostille is basically a way that a document is going to get verified or authenticated. Not the actual document, but the signature on there will get authenticated. And then it can be used in another country. This is all part of the Hague Convention. And it's basically a club of countries that said, hey, if you, Canada, want to use a document over here in Mexico, we're going to need an apostille before we could even recognize it. In other countries, it's called an authentication because they are part of a non-Hague convention. Basically, they were like, no, we don't want to be part of that club. We have very specific rules and guidelines. If you want to be using a document from over there, over here, these are our rules. So those are non-Hague. Now, why would someone need an apostille? Maybe they are in the process of an adoption and it's an international adoption. They would need to have certain documents to be recognized here, but they can't unless they have an apostille, or vice versa, right? Like they need documents from the US to be recognized in, I don't know, wherever. Doesn't matter where, but they need to have the apostille. Or like I said, non-Hague would be an authentication. That's basically why someone would need it. It could also be like somebody's relative left them property in Mexico. They cannot go out to Mexico like with their aunt's power of attorney that was notarized here and use it over there. They would have to get that power of attorney, not just notarized, apostille. It needs that apostille before it can get used somewhere else. So those are just different examples of who would be needing one. Why would someone even hire you for it? Being a courier, though, all you do is offer the service to take these documents to the local Secretary of State office, or in some states, it's the local county clerk's office, where they can administer this special stamp called an apostille. No one else can do this, okay? You cannot find another business that does this, another notary that, no. It has to be at the SOS or county clerk. It's a state level, okay? You will basically be helping out another individual to have these documents taken to the SOS office for same-day service, and then you return the documents back to that individual or, you know, their client or whoever. But that's what you do. You are just taking documents in, waiting probably 15 minutes, if that, and you walk out with documents and you send them back to whoever hired you. Now, in order for you to be able to do this, what do you need? Notary commission? No. You need a car or a reliable source of transportation. So you have to be able to get to the SOS office, okay, to get the apostille. So that's number one. Number two, you have to be able to do this during their working hours. They are only open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., not on weekends. If you are currently working a 9-to-5 job, will this work out for you? No. Not being an apostille courier, no. It is kid-friendly, okay? I've tried and true. I've taken my kids with me to the SOS office. You're good, okay? That's all I gotta say about that is you can take your kids in there. I would say it takes less than an hour. Definitely less than an hour to do. Like that's including the drive, okay? As far as fees go, I started off at 100. Now I'm at 150 per set of documents, and per set just means that 2 documents. It could be a power of attorney and a birth certificate, or death certificate and a birth certificate, whatever. It's 150 starting at a set, and then additionally Per set of documents, I charge an additional $35 on top of that. And then that's basically like my take home, because all the other fees, if it's the apostille fee, that's a state fee, sorry. And so I don't pay for that, the client pays for that. I just pay for my parking and I pay for my gas, and that's it. Everything else is pure profit, okay? I don't prepare any documents. I don't print anything other than a cover sheet. Other than an apostille cover sheet, that is all. Okay, maybe once in a while I have a client who's like, hey, can you print out this, I don't know, power of attorney or whatever. A few pages, not a big deal, but nothing where it's 50 pages and up, or no, nothing like that. Again, you don't necessarily have to notarize anything. If you were to get a client that maybe has a power of attorney and it is not yet notarized, you don't have your notary commission. Don't worry about it. Find a notary. Find a notary, hire them for it. Here in California, maximum is $15 per signature, apart from whatever fees they have. So it shouldn't be that expensive. And then, of course, you're adding that onto your invoice, right? If you are not a notary, you got to go find someone to get this notarized for you. You got to pay someone for that, okay? So you got to make sure you're charging the client that. How do you get these appointments? How do you find this work? Number one way is to network with other notaries. More than likely, they already have clients that need apostille work orders done at a much faster rate than a mail-in will do. Like a mail-in can sometimes take weeks for them to be like working on it, process it, and then they have to mail it back to you. So yeah, that can take a long time. So you network with other notaries in all states. Sometimes you're gonna have birth certificates, maybe someone here, right, in California, but they have a birth certificate that has to get the apostille done in Florida. Okay, you're not going to take a drive out to Florida or a flight out to Florida to do that. You're going to hire a courier or a notary out in Florida. Hey, I got this document. Can you go and get the apostille done? I will overnight you the birth certificate. Yeah, sure. What's your fee? It's this. Okay, perfect. Again, you are charging your client for that fee. Okay, don't start coming out of pocket yourself and paying for all this. So it's something to note, okay? Second would be immigration and consulate, like consular services, okay? Immigration consultants, immigration attorneys, law offices. You can also do adoption agencies, international documents there. That's basically who you market to. And again, your job is just taking the documents to the SOS office and returning them in a very, very quick turnaround time. That's the whole, like the cherry on top with this service that you're offering, is I can get it done quicker than you mailing it in and waiting for them to process it several weeks from now. Like I can get this done today. So because you can get this done today and you can get it done quicker than if they try to do it themselves, make sure you're charging hundreds for this, okay? Not just, 75 or, it's so easy to do. Don't charge less than 100. I would even say don't charge less than 150. Even 200. I mean, look, it just depends. I'm being honest with you. It just depends, because obviously my fees, I put my fees because I'm a certain distance from the SOS office. If I were to be further out, but I can still get the work done, I would definitely be charging more than what I'm charging right now. Okay, I'll be honest with you. What my fees are right now, I've gone up since I started. We're at 200, okay, per set of documents. That is not including if I have to notarize, if I have to overnight, if I have to mail out, if I have to pick up documents, not including the apostille fees that the state charges. That is just my base. We're starting at 200. Additional fees may be applied as we, do the work. But like I said, the client pays for the fees. They pay for the SOS fees, then they're paying you. If you have to go and get documents translated, some of them might require a translation. You have to go out and find a certified translator. Again, you're not going to pay for that out of your profit. You have to charge them for it, okay? Yeah, I think that's about it. So you really don't deal with seeing clients face to face unless you are marketing to the general public. But for the most part, you are going to just be dealing with either the immigration consultant, the immigration lawyer, or their assistant, or another notary. Yeah, you're dealing with them, not so much like an actual client, unless you have your notary commission and you want to notarize documents, and that's something else. But other than that, you just see the people who are your clients, you're picking up documents, and then you see the Secretary of State employee, and that's about it. And the mailman, maybe. Not the mailman, but the mail people, because you might have to drop it off at the USPS if it's overnight, or maybe the local UPS or FedEx employees. Other than that, though, you don't really talk to or have to do anything other than that. Marketing, of course, email marketing, Google business page, Yelp, and then door-to-door direct marketing is the best way to go about it. I'm working on social media, so as soon as I gather more tips than what I have right now on social media marketing for notary services, because I wasn't doing it for a while. I didn't find that with general notary services I could do social media marketing. But now with Apostille, with specialized notary services, I can. So as always, I'm going to come back and share with you like, okay, this worked out, this did not work out. Don't waste your time on this, or do this ASAP. So I'll come back with that video. But for now, this is it for the Apostille Courier how-to steps. I have a free guide, okay? It is linked on my training website, quickandEasyNotaries.com/training. And there's an Apostille guide. There's also the notary business guide on there, completely free, you guys. You don't have to purchase anything. I'm not trying to upsell you anything. I have a course, and it's there for people that want it and need it. I am an affiliate of EZNotary class. If you need a general notary course, it's there. But for the most part, it's free guides, and you're going to get emails from me with a lot of tips and advice, more than what I already share here. So if you're interested, that is there. Any questions, please comment them, and I will help you guys out in the best way that I can. But that was it for now, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!